Brielle wore the same sneakers every day, not by choice. They were gray, cracked at the soles, and too tight, but they were clean. Her mom made sure of that. She'd scrub them every Sunday night with baking soda and a toothbrush, while Brielle did her homework at the kitchen table. They lived in a one-bedroom apartment over a laundromat. No internet, no cable. But every morning, Brielle showed up to 6th grade with her hair done, teeth brushed, and books ready. That's why she loved school. It made her feel normal, until the day everything changed. It was presentation day. Students were asked to bring in something important to their identity. Kids brought baseball trophies, baby photos, guitars. Brielle brought a notebook. Inside, a story she'd written, fiction, about a girl who lived in a mansion but pretended to be poor so people would like her for who she really was. When she finished reading, the room was silent. Then the teacher, Mrs. Langford, said, "Interesting choice, except we all know you don't live in a mansion." A few kids snickered. Brielle blinked. "It was fiction." Mrs. Langford raised an eyebrow. "Sure it was. But next time, let's try a story that reflects your reality. Stop pretending to be someone you're not." Brielle didn't cry. She just sat down and folded the notebook closed, tight. That night, her mom found her quiet at dinner. Usually Brielle would talk non-stop, about books, about classmates, about everything, but not this time. "Did something happen?" Brielle shook her head. "No, I'm just tired." The next morning, something unexpected happened. 3 black SUVs pulled up in front of the school right as the bell rang. Dark windows, government plates. One had a flag on the front grille. Out stepped 2 men in suits, and one older black man in a gray coat and polished shoes. He walked with a cane, slowly, deliberately, and asked the front office, "Where's Mrs. Langford's classroom?" Mrs. Langford was halfway through a grammar lesson when the door opened. The entire class turned. In stepped the principal, visibly tense. Behind her, a tall man in a gray coat, silver beard, gold cufflinks, and calm fury in his eyes. "Excuse me," the principal said. "This is Mr. Elijah Hartwell. He's requested a moment with the class." Mrs. Langford looked confused. "May I ask why?" He answered instead. "I'm here for Brielle, my granddaughter." Dead silence. All eyes snapped to Brielle, who sat frozen, her mouth slightly open. Even she looked shocked. Mr. Hartwell walked over, placed a hand gently on her shoulder, and said, "Your mother told me what happened." He turned to the class, then to Mrs. Langford. "Let me clarify a few things." He pulled a folded paper from his pocket. "This is the original deed to Hartwell Industries, founded by my father. That's the same name on the sign outside your school. We built half this district, and we didn't do it by teaching kids to be ashamed of imagination." He looked straight at Mrs. Langford. "You called her story pretending, but I call it legacy." The room was silent. Brielle's eyes filled with tears. He crouched beside her. "You never have to shrink for people who can't see your light. Got it?" She nodded. "Got it." Mrs. Langford tried to apologize, but the principal stepped in. "We'll be discussing this matter further." Mr. Hartwell turned to the class. "Let her write. Let her dream. That's how we got here in the first place." The SUVs were still outside. Reporters had already gathered. The story spread fast. "Billionaire grandfather defends student after teacher shames her for creative story." Social media lit up. Brielle's notebook was shared 80,000 times, and within a week, she was offered a junior author mentorship by a major publishing house. As for Mrs. Langford, she resigned 2 months later, citing personal reasons. And Brielle? She kept writing, every day. Only now, she believed herself. Not because of the mansion, not because of the last name, but because someone finally told her, "Your voice doesn't need permission." Thank you for watching. If you want to get more that kind of stories, press like and check out our channel.